My sister almost died and it was because I wouldn't stop being annoying. When I was 7 years old, I thought I was invincible. I was the kind of kid who loved pushing buttons, especially my sister's. Her name's Emily. And at the time, she was 10 years old. We shared a bedroom and right outside of it was this little screened-in porch. One afternoon, I was out there standing on a chair, messing with these old wind chimes that hung near the door. They made this soft, tinkling sound every time I moved them, and I thought it was the most fascinating thing in the world. From inside the room, Emily shouted, "Stop messing with those." I grinned and shouted back, "Make me." Now that phrase was brand new to me. I had just learned it from my older brother, and I thought it was the coolest thing to say. So of course I had to use it. Emily yelled again, and again I answered, "Make me." Back and forth we went, my little 7-year-old brain thinking I was hilarious, while my sister grew angrier and angrier. Finally she snapped. She stormed over to the porch door to put an end to my little game. But the door was old, it had been sticking for years, and when she yanked on it with all her strength, it didn't budge at first. Then suddenly, it gave way. Her hand slipped forward, and before I even understood what was happening, her arm smashed right through the glass window in the door. The sound was deafening, the glass shattered, and I saw blood spray into the air. For a second I just froze. My sister screamed and ran out of the room holding her arm. My mom's voice rang out from the other side of the house. What happened? Meanwhile I was still on the chair, surrounded by shards of glass barefoot. My little kid brain wasn't worried about my sister at first. I was terrified about how I was going to get down without cutting my feet open. I shouted for my mom to come help me, but she yelled back, "Handle it yourself." So I took a deep breath, slowly climbed down from the chair, and tiptoed my way across the glass. When I finally made it into the bedroom, my heart nearly stopped. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, it was all covered in blood splatter. It looked like something out of a horror movie. I ran into the kitchen and saw my mom. She was holding the phone between her head and shoulder, pulling the cord as far as it would go. In one hand she had Emily's wrist wrapped in a wad of napkins, already soaked red, and with the other she was tearing paper towels straight from the roll. She looked at me and yelled, "Go get your brother and make him help you with the dogs. We need them out of the way before the paramedics get here." Everything was chaos. The dogs were barking, my sister was crying, and I was trying my best to act like I wasn't completely freaking out. When the ambulance arrived, they rushed Emily out of the house. I'll never forget the way the paramedics moved, fast, serious, like they knew just how bad things were. After she left, a few of them stayed behind with us kids, waiting until our neighbors came to take us in for the night. That night felt endless. We stayed at our neighbor's house until about 1 a.m. For the first time in my life, I tried Chinese food, but honestly, I wasn't really tasting it. I was eating my feelings. I even tore through about 30 packs of Scooby-Doo fruit snacks in one sitting, just trying to distract myself from the fear of what might happen to my sister. Later, when we finally got the call, we learned the truth. The glass had torn open a vein in Emily's wrist. If it had been just a little deeper, it would have hit her artery, and she might not have survived. She had lost a lot of blood, but somehow, she pulled through. For years, my parents said she must have had a guardian angel watching over her that night. And maybe they're right. But even now, as adults, my siblings still love to remind me, Emily almost died, because I wouldn't stop being annoying.